What's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Why? Because I make college football videos every stinking day of my life, and sometimes multiple videos. The Pac-12 is actually saying we're trying to get in by the end of October as well, and one of those hurdles, well, at least for USC, Southern Cal, and UCLA, has been cleared, and that is the county of Los Angeles has decided not to have restrictions beyond that of which the state of California would have. And the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, he said that there's no restrictions that would prevent the Pac-12 from moving forward with the season during this COVID-19 pandemic. So basically, USC and UCLA, you have the go-ahead. Moving on from the Pac-12, let's go back to the Big Ten and talk about them for a minute. So the Big Ten safety protocols as far as them returning to competition. So they're going to have daily antigen testing, enhanced cardiac screening, enhanced data-driven approach deciding practice and competition. Those test results must be completed and recorded prior to each practice and each game. Positive results from the POC, point of contact, from those daily tests would then require a polymerase chain reaction, or a PCR, to confirm the POC. And then each school will designate a chief infection officer, and that person will be the one that collects and reports to the Big Ten. Now, positive results will lead to comprehensive cardiac testing, labs, biomarkers, EKGs, and cardiac MRIs. And the student athlete that gets a positive result must then get cleared from a cardiologist and sit out or quarantine for 21 days. There also will be a cardiac registry to examine the effects of COVID on student athletes. So those that get a positive test will then be admitted into a cardiac registry. So then we move on to, what the results would be versus what would happen. So for a team positivity rate, they have colors, and the colors are determined by the positive percentage in tests administered. So green would be 0 to 2%, orange would be 2 to 5%, and red would be greater than 5%. I'll let you know what happens later on. I'm still going on, these tests. There's consequences based on the color that happens that week. And this is a 7-day rolling average. So the next test is a population positivity rate, and that is the percentage of positive individuals divided by the population at risk. So the green would be a 0 to 3.5%, and orange would be a 3.5 to 7.5%, and red would be greater than 7.5%. So if you have green in both categories, or green in the first one and orange in the second one, no disruptions, okay? If you have orange in both, or orange in one and red in the other, then that's when they call it caution and enhance. You better enhance your COVID prevention. In other words, alter meetings, practices, and decide if continuing competition is safe. Then the last one, if both categories are red, you must stop all activities for a minimal of 7 days. And daily testing will begin by September 30th. This whole thing could have been avoided if you would have came up with those safety protocols in the beginning. Delaying the season was not necessary, but there you go. That's all I got for you for this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next video.